We begin, though, with another suspected bomb found overnight, this one in New York City, reportedly addressed to actor Robert DeNiro. It comes as a full-scale criminal investigation is underway involving Secret Service, FBI, and Homeland Security after suspicious packages containing pipe bombs were sent to top political leaders and CNN's New York headquarters. Over the past few days, the Secret Service recovered packages addressed to former First Lady Hillary Clinton and former President Barack Obama. Both packages were mailed to their homes. Other suspicious packages were sent to the Time Warner Center in New York City and the offices of congressional leaders in Florida and California. In New York, after the Time Warner building was evacuated, the New York Police Department's bomb squad said the package was found in the mailroom and also contained a white powdery substance. Retired FBI explosive expert Tom Thurman says authorities will now try to disassemble the suspected bombs and to examine the possible sources of the components.
If it's an electrical system, exactly. Wires, batteries, battery holders, switch, how the device was meant to explode, and the components associated with that. What we call a fusing system.
The full weight of our government is being deployed to conduct this investigation and bring those responsible for these despicable acts to justice.
President Trump condemned the attacks and said during these times we must come together as a nation. And he started his rally in Wisconsin last night by condemning the bomb packages and saying any acts or threats of political violence are an attack on democracy itself. Our CBN national security correspondent Eric Rosales is on this story. He joins us now from Washington. So, Eric, what do you know about this new package that was reportedly addressed to actor Robert DeNiro?
Well, Ephraim, I just got off the phone with my FBI sources. They tell me that actually they received a call at around 4 o'clock this morning. It was early this morning that a personal assistant to Robert DeNiro was actually going through some of the mail and ended up finding the device. They do say that the envelope was actually addressed to Robert DeNiro himself. It was sent over to 375 Greenwich Street in New York. That is, of course, the residence of Tribeca Grill. That is a restaurant that is owned by Robert DeNiro. It's also home to the Tribeca Film Festival. Now, DeNiro was not there at the time, and NYPD actually did remove the bomb. They took it over to detonate it over at its Bronx facility. They are going to be combing through that evidence right now. And DeNiro has been a strong vocal critic of President Trump, but he was not heard in the area. Sources say that the scene is still very active there in New York, in the Greenwich area, and they're still trying to determine if the bomb was actually sent there during in the mail, or if someone actually walked up and delivered it by hand.
Eric, what exactly are inspectors looking for as they look at these packages now?
Well, you know, they want to be able, because these packages didn't explode, they are able to kind of try and find out the signature of the bomber. You know, they're looking at the components, they're looking at the batteries, things like that. But they also want to be able to examine the explosive itself to see if it's commercial grade, to see if it's military grade. And then they're going to go component by component and pull that apart and find out if they can end up finding out where this device was actually made. Any sort of minute detail is what they want to find out. Biometrics, DNA. They want to be able to see if there's any sort of DNA residue that's left on any of the components themselves. More than likely, the bomb maker was probably wearing gloves and things like that, but even a drop of sweat has DNA, so anything that can tie them to the person or the people who are responsible for this tragedy.
All right, national security correspondent Eric Rosales, thank you so much for your report on this morning.